your boy Bleeve. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 It's been a long day, I mean a long week, maybe a long year, so let's get something clear. We're gonna stock up on some party favors later on. Tell everybody they're invited, you should come along. Best to bring your good foot, ladies gonna be dancing on the ceiling. Cocky and appealing, possibly revealing. Getting sideways like a bridesmaid as she vibrate. If you a lightweight, hope you hydrate. We gon' tip the bottles back, busting out the fat sacks. People wearing costumes, chewing on a mushroom. Something like a wonderland, understand? Going down the rabbit hole with my kinfolk to another land. Damn, I said we do it like this. Magic carpet riders on some third eye shit. Mr. Pine Cones come a long, long way, so everybody get sideways. Sing it. I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Bleeves. This is Breakfast with Bleeves. We're going to go over this market. We're going to figure out what is going on, and we are going to, guys, we're going to get sent. This market is, this market's ready to pump. It's, I think that we're in good position. When you start looking at the overall data, you can see kind of where we're trending, where all the trend lines are, how things are playing out in the market. And I mean, damn, is all I can say at this point. There's going to be a lot of people looking for reasons. By the way, what happens every time crypto gets a moment in the sun, right? JP Morgan and the FUD campaign begins, right? So Peter Schiff should be out. Well, actually, because Bitcoin's pumped a little bit, Peter Schiff is probably in his rabbit hole right now, eating bugs or whatever it is that he does in his spare time. So probably not going to hear from him for a little while, but at the first dip, at the very, very first dip, guess what you're going to see? You're going to see Peter Schiff come and go, oh, this you should have bought gold, because that's what Peter Schiff do, right? So let's get in chat real quick. Luna Wolf, good morning. Richard Caldwell, good morning. Rio, good morning. Jerome Powell knows I'm right. He does know. What's up, Karen? Martin Morrow. Karen, I got the new phone, by the way. Martin Morrow, what is going on? There's no dump right now. Isabel, good morning. Mr. P Crypto, good morning. Maddie B in the house, buongiorno. Greg M, good morning. One Life, no regrets, volting through the house. Juice in the house. Good morning, sexy crypto peeps. Kamal, good morning. CEO 100 from BRL. Buy that dip on BRL. Jeff T in the house. ALBT rug pull. I don't know anything. I don't even know what ALBT is, buddy. Daniel Volt in the house, volting it hard. Guys, Volt is on a run right now. James Minton, what is going on? Good morning. Justin W in the house. What is going on? Diggy's in the house. Buy gold. It's up 0.02%. You can't beat it, said Peter Schiff. Yeah. Cryptics Crypto, what is going on? Ben Farrer in the house. Dallas Blockchain G-Man. Mario is here. All right, guys. So let's kick it off with, this is the pre-market. Everything's in the green, and look at the NASDAQ, 237. Did you see that meta pop yesterday? Facebook went just absolutely bonkers on the market. So that's leading the charge and leading the rally for the day. We should probably see some dramatic look. There's not a whole lot coming out. We got Google, we got Apple, we got Amazon today. We've got tomorrow we've got some data coming out. and we'll see what it all says. But ConocoPhillips misses by a penny, but it has much bigger revenue, so we're probably not going to call that a miss in most camps. Harley Davidson beats, big time beats, by the way. 28 cents per share, revenue of 1.1 billion off an estimate of 3 cents a share, and 902. So everybody should be pretty happy right there. Bristol Myers Squibb, of course, the drug dealers, they're making out just fine. Estee Lauder beats but guides lower. Canada Goose, guys, you are not getting drunk enough, right? So this was an estimate of 94 share, and the consensus was 117 per share, so it did not hit. Hershey, though, hey, fatty, hey, fatty. They are crushing 202 on 2.7 and $1.78 versus 2.6. Eli Lilly crushing it as well. Merck reports are in line. Honeywell International misses, and that's a tech. So 9.2 billion, 9.3 billion, 252 versus 249. Actually, Honeywell International beat. So this is one of those earnings whispers. Well, we called it a lot higher, so we're going to call it a miss. Stupid things. And then we don't really worry about those. This is a smaller cap over here. So good day so far in the market. And by the way, pre-market was on the Dow futures. It was low and it was down. And all of a sudden, it has done a 180 and turned itself back around. So let's move on. And there are, we got a bunch of stuff here. As a matter of fact, we're going to dip right in here. The dollar strength index nears a yearly low. It's about to go under 100 for the first time since April of last year. DXY over here is at 101. Now look at this. As soon as it hit it, it started to spike a big rally in the last few hours because, of course, USA. So the DXY was spiking down, but not anymore. Now on to the, oh my God, everybody's going to die. We should all just get our own guns, right? And point it at ourselves. JP Morgan, 72% of institutions don't plan to trade cryptocurrency in 2023. What does that mean? JP Morgan is trying to create a dip so that they can buy in on the dip. Don't believe what JP Morgan says when they start talking about cryptocurrency, because they lie. They lie to you. And at every given opportunity, here's the thing, okay? Jamie Dimon is one of the most telegraphed scumbags in the entirety of banking. What he does is not what he tells you. There are people with access to JP Morgan wallets, and guess what JP Morgan wallets are doing? They're accumulating a lot of Bitcoin, and they're doing it because Jamie Dimon knows what he's doing. He's creating a FUD campaign. He's saying, no, nobody's going to get into crypto. Crypto's garbage. Crypto's not going to like it. Who's going to get into crypto? Crypto's crazy. Nobody wants to get into crypto. And all the while, he's buying the dip, and he's buying it up, and he's buying it up, and he's buying it up. And then a little while later, he's going to say, hey, you know, by the way, we got a big position in Bitcoin, so we're going to see how it plays out. And people are going to be like, what? And then they're going to get in, and then JP Morgan is going to make a whole bunch of money. And he does that with everything. There's no positivity coming out of Jamie Dimon because he knows that his words will lower market values. So doing the same thing that they've always done to try to get the same result that they've always gotten. Next, Bitcoin critic Charlie Munger proposes cryptocurrency ban in the United States. Now, Charlie Munger, his statement was, help. I've fallen and I can't get up. Could somebody come help me? I don't like bat coins. I don't like them. And I don't like the Batman. And I don't like the Robins either, because the Robins are the peoples that steals from the Charlies. And I don't like it. And also, I wish I had a baseball bat to kill the rats in my basement. Come on, Charlie, get your shit together. Charlie Munger is calling for a Bitcoin ban. Nobody cares what Charlie Munger thinks, right? Berkshire Hathaway's Vice Chairman Charlie Munger demanded a cryptocurrency ban in the United States. He says a cryptocurrency is not a currency, not a commodity, and not a security, but he said it like that. Instead, it's a gambling contract with a near 100% edge for the house. Enter into a country where gambling contracts are traditionally regulated. Oh God, is my horse still outside? I've got to get home later. All right. Obviously, the U.S. should now enact a new federal law that prevents this from happening. And I assume when the interview, he's doing like this. So, and his idea, because wait for it, Charlie Munger, his idea, United States should be more like China. It should be more like China. And look at this. Tom Fitton, of all people, like Tom Fitton is that closet guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's that closet guy with the makeup and the tan and the muscle shirts all the time. And he's like, oddly, he approvingly cites the Chinese Communist government as a reason. That's just out of control. But anyway, another FUD campaign starting because there's some success happening right now. So moving on, Kathy Wood said, Charlie Munger, why don't you go eat a booger? And she doubles down on Bitcoin to reach 1.5 million by 2030. Now, does that seem reasonable to you? Well, there's two cycles that are going to happen between now and then. And we've already had the down cycle in 2022. So by 2030, we're going to be in the next wave of the crypto cycle. And, the question at that point would be, how far would it go? And then if you're looking at, and you're just grading it on a curve, and you're saying that the market by 2030 was going to go up into this stratosphere, 2030, then you're looking at 60 trillion market cap. That can't be right. We're going to have to, yeah, that's not going to work. We're going to need a more curved sort of, we're going to need a more curved sort of path here. We have to get this right here. Let's get that right in there. And then 20 trillion market cap seems a little more reasonable around that time. Let's call it 18 million. And if we do 18 trillion, I know I'm getting in the weeds here, but it's my show. So, all right. So if we had 18, so we want an 18 trillion market cap for crypto, right? So that's 1,000, a million, a billion, and a trillion. And Bitcoin should be about 40%. So times 0.4 equals 72 trillion. So let's take now 72 trillion. And then we're going to divide that by the total number of Bitcoin potentially. And I say potentially, they're all 21 million Bitcoin will be out there, but 3.4 trillion. Okay, so she's not projecting that high. She's projecting the market to be in the 10 trillion range at this point. So that's the trajectory that she's seeing crypto going in. What we've got here on this, what we've got here right now on this little line here. So that's the trajectory that she's looking at, and that puts that's going to put Bitcoin at about 1.5. So if it looks, I mean, if it, it's entirely possible that this plays out this way. So Kathy Wood's $1.5 million Bitcoin, and it has to be said, at 21 million Bitcoin, there's something like almost 78 million millionaires in the world. So not everybody can have even one Bitcoin. So yeah, there is some value and there's some run on price action in that situation. So we may just see exactly what she's talking about. So we'll see what's happening now. Crypto market still reeling as Bitcoin breaks above 24,000, triggers liquidation. Now, what I say about the liquidations, like, we're loving these liquidations that are happening right now. People are getting absolutely wrecked out of their position. And the people that are getting wrecked out of their position are the people that are going short, right? So who gives a shit, right? Let them get wrecked. And by the way, on the 31st, it was a 2-to-1 shorts versus long wrecking. On February 1st, it was a 4-to-1 shorts wrecking. Today should be one of these gigantic sort of candles. Like I get a feeling that we're getting just a little pump in crypto, a little good news in crypto, and then all of a sudden you are going to see a ton, and I mean, and the rock means a ton of liquidations just getting battered like shrimp. In the last 24 hours, you can see right here, it's still 50-50. I mean, it's still, it still maintains itself at a 50-50 clip. So we'll see how this plays out over time. But that's where we are. And that's, and you can see, matter of fact, I should have stayed at CoinGlass. This is the liquidations according to CoinGlass. They're telling you exactly what got liquidated by token. It doesn't tell you whether it's positive or negative. It doesn't tell you whether it was a call or a put. It doesn't tell you what it was. It just tells you that they were liquidated. Bitcoin had 39 million liquidated. ETH had 34 million liquidated. That's why the price of Ethereum is having such a struggle right now. There's so much action going on with it because of the Shanghai upgrade. Aptos, Solana, and Optimism made the top 5 with liquidations of 6 million, 4 million, and 2.9 million. So big liquidations happening over the last little while, probably going to continue. BNB, however, if you haven't noticed, the BNB price is starting to surge. 328 Bitcoin. BNB is on quite the little run. I'm on a month chart. God damn it. But it's also consolidating up at the top, which we're going to talk about in just a minute here. But we're seeing the BNB price surge as the gates to 400 are now open. Ethereum hits 1700 and ETH is poised for more upside. A lot of people are now predicting, and I don't know where these guys are going to predict, but I think we're talking about 2100 and up to 2700. And they don't give a target level, of course, because why would they do that? They're not me. So, but anyway, the target level for a lot of people is around that 2100 level. You can see here on our chart on Ethereum, we're looking at 1779, and then we're looking at 2028, and then we're looking all the way up at 2974. There's a couple of different big areas. I don't know that that's obviously we're probably not going to see 2900 Ethereum, but it is entirely possible that we get on a rip today and see 1780 over the next 2 or 3 days, pushing its way as this month kind of drains on into February up in the 2000 range. And we're not going to do a quick hit up there, but we're going to get we should be getting a nice run that the technicals tell us that we are. And Ethereum, look at this right here. Ethereum hit 1700 last night, 1696. We'll call it 1700. And then it came back down underneath the resistance point, which was 1680. Remember, we talked about 1680 yesterday being the big resistance point, right? And it's just consolidated right under 1680 because it's ready to spring up to that next level. The question now is how much time will it take? And then when it does, can it just flip it right here in a couple hours and use this as support and then just start going to those next levels of resistance? Because there's going to be a lot of shorts that are sitting up there just waiting to get absolutely wrecked. But again, this is that September number. So we want to see that one get taken. That's Voyager and Celsius. You know, that's when we're getting some of those liquidation bankruptcy filings and stuff like that. Then we have the big one over here, which was August. This was when the merge happened, and that's going to be that 2000 number. So we're in line right now. So we're going to be exploring some new prices on Ethereum. That I can tell you. Bits Lotto, you're not going to believe this. This is out of control. Bits Lotto, which is the one that was caught by the FBI in a joint task force with the Eastern District of New York and the CIA and Jamie Dimon. They all worked together to bring down Bits Lotto, and CZ Binance was a consultant, obviously. They said they're going to restore operations and withdrawals from Russia. So they don't give they don't give a shit what the United States did. They are getting ready to just start hamming it up again. So if you're out there with your big sacks and your big bags and you need to liquidate some of that Mexico to USA trail money, apparently Bits Lotto is going to be back in business pretty soon doing what they do, dog. London ranked the top global crypto hub the day after Treasury publishes plans on regulations. So there's crypto regulation coming. There's clarity coming to the market. London was already one of the top, and of course we have Dubai as well. Silver medalist is Dubai, so the second and third place become they come as no surprise. So yeah, it's all about London right now. So congratulations to London. I think this is London's first victory in 1776, almost 300 years, 270 years or so. So congratulations, England. You did it. You won. You won something. But anyway, get out of our country. You know what I'm talking about. You know, you get it. You get it. You know. July 4th, right? Anyway, so moving on. Let us now get into the charts, and you can see right here the market. By the way, the market is on the move. We're in a green candle pumping right now. So there's a big green one that just formed. You can see here, like we're still just kind of in this little area right here. There's going to be a breakout. Hopefully that breakout is to the upside and not testing this downward momentum a little bit, but hopefully, we get a pump and get a little bit more capital coming into the market. There's still areas that we're going to have to explore to get to that 1.33 trillion, which is, again, this is the number. Go back to the day chart, and that's the number that we're going to have to get to survive and say that we're actually in. This is the June. This is the Voyager Digital. This is the Celsius. This is the big sell-off from Elon Musk when he dumped all of his Tesla. $110 million is what he dumped on Tesla. That's how much, not how much they dumped. That's how much they lost from investing in Bitcoin in order to have that cash on hand. He cost his company $110 billion to make sure that there are chip manufacturers. By the way, look, I don't like the fact that he sold the Bitcoin because it helped to wreck the charts, but that's what he did to make sure that we had working and functioning chips for building new Teslas. And that's got to count for something, right? So, total DeFi market also pumping super hard right now. You can see that right here. The total DeFi market is now at $49.44 billion. Big move over the last little while. Look at that. That's about $20 billion in capital came into DeFi after just some really downward sort of pressure. But Bitcoin, you are on the clock right now. We just had Bitcoin touch 24. Bitcoin just hit, where are we at? 24,264 in the last hour. So we just minted a new high from Bitcoin, which looks like it's about to head into that golden pocket. If we can get a nice run today, then we're in this golden pocket. And guys, I'm serious that we're going to be testing 27.7 before you know it, because there's no resistance in this area. There's no longs, there's no short, there's nothing in here. So this is just a run. Now, of course, it'll be a little more sideways than that, but there's a run that's going to happen if we can get into that range. At the same time, Ethereum is starting to make that move again. Again, just consolidated beautifully in what is now just a giant cluster of resistance points. So we're going to start getting rid of some of these, and we're going to say this one, you're out. We'll see you on the way back down. We're coming back down, by the way. But we'll see you guys on the way down. 1608, we're really 1608 up right now, but that's where it looks. And if we're, if we gotta kind of look at it right now and say, well, where's the next level of resistance? Let's start looking at, let's zoom out just a little bit and maybe right there, 1720. There's a little bit right here at that 1704, 1705. We're going to basically call that 1700 because that's what it really represents. and then you look like 1725, you look at 1750, basically, you know, at the 25s and the 50s, give or take a few points, you're going to see some resistance along the way. But 1779 is the goal today. So if we come up, look, if London is the top crypto place and we come up 1776 today, I am not going to stop with my July 4th stuff. By the way, I'm not going to stop with independence. That's going to be that'll be my thing for the day. And you know, anyway, let's go for Crow, because that's just, god damn, it's gonna be too much fun. So look at this right here, and you can see right here, I did change a few things about what I'm seeing on this chart and how these patterns are playing out. This is the day chart. Now, when you look over here, you can see that there is this there is this little wedge being formed right here on this move to the upside. It's trending a little sideways, but it's tended to pop and come back in to this area. So if it continues to do what it's been doing, and it's back in line here on these on the hours, so it does look like we're probably going to see a breakout for Crow pretty soon. This 9 is kind of significant in resistance, but you know, we need to get over the 200. This is the 200 EMA, and it's just continuing to come down. And I just wanted to illustrate that. But if we could get over that, then that leads to 10, 11 cents. And then finally 13. Look, Crow's going to go on a run at some point, just kind of looking, trying to find a spot where it all fits in. And, you know, obviously a lot of shorts, a lot of longs liquidated in the last little bit. This just wrecked a whole bunch of shorts and drove that price up. Thank you. That was good work, by the way. Like, just absolutely good work. SHIB still consolidating over here. Again, it's on the move. It's on that big green candle right now. Luna Classic not moving. USTC moving a little bit. There is a repeg solution that did pass. It's called the Ziggy. And now that that's passed, there's going to be some there'll be some crazy stuff coming from Luna Classic and USTC over the next little while. And meanwhile, Luna Classic, the new Luna, continues to build, and we continue to see the return of that price action as well. Now, moving on to our neck of the woods, Floki just took over at 18.7, but to that point, Volt has been ripping and sitting at 87.58 right now. It was up to 87.89, so did correct down just a little bit, but it seems like it got bought up pretty quickly. Some Chad, you know, some Chad, just a Chad, you know, Chaddington, whatever, you know, a little bit of random sell here and there. So no big deal. But nice little pump going on. They do believe, by the way, within a couple of days, we're going to be looking at all-time highs on Volt and Voltoshi. You know, look, you know, we had that moment where one of us as influencers said that we were going to get listed on crypto.com, kind of misread a note from and that caused that pump way back when, not this one, but the other really, really big one. You know, obviously didn't go very well with a lot of investors. But it was this right here. Took us to 36.47. Well, Voltoshi believes that what's actually happening right now is going to put us up over that right now. So he's expecting this, and he's willing to put up $30,000 to David Gokhshtein to say that was going to happen, not knowing what was going to happen after, you know, but he thinks that what he just got, which I'm assuming is going to be a massive tier 1 listing, by the way. What he just got is going to just send this thing parabolic into the stratosphere. And while we're at it, when you come over here and you look at the trading volume on Volt, $8.6 million, because Poloniex, something is going on at Poloniex, $5.3 million. And you know what that means? If Poloniex is trading this sort of volume and this continues, then Poloniex is going to have to come over here, and they're going to have to buy an even bigger supply, which, you know, ETH right here, this wrapped ETH pairing is the pairing that you get this stuff from. And that means, or that will mean, that this price is going to shoot up again, because you're going to have another big whale coming in, and buying over here and taking that supply away, which is going to create a run on the price in the Uniswap area. So Volt is probably about to have a moment. So that's what it feels like, and we'll see what happens. But market cap 1.094 trillion, by the way, 66 billion in trading volume. Now, that leads us to Saitama. Saitama is 2675. Doing that recovery, still needs to get over 3,000 for it to be a thing. We still need to see at least a recovery past this 3094, which was the last level of resistance. Now, we kind of hit this resistance spot again for a second time without a real impetus, and now it's showing up and causing the little trend sideways. Maybe the market moves it upwards. We'll see what happens over the next little while, but 3094 seems to be the next stop along the way. RBIF 2183 was pumping, started to dump again, so we'll see how it maintains. Bone back up to $1.48. That's about a 12, it's 12% in the 24 hours. So Bone had that big run again. WAGMI 31.95. If WAGMI hits 32, like we're gonna have to eat a shoe or something. You know what I mean? Because I've been waiting for that moment. I'm sorry, 34. It was the 34 number up here that that I said, we're really having trouble kind of getting past this 34 area. You can see it it's kind of right there, 33.50, 34. So, I mean, if it does that, then, maybe we're having a little bit of a breakout. Maybe we're getting real close to that launch. Maybe some enthusiasm starts to regain. I know some people were playing the game last night. Great to see. Cult is at 85.99 right now, idling a little sideways. Now, we talked about this one yesterday at about the same spot, and it did dip. As soon as it got there, it just kind of dipped. And, my number up here was like 1,400, and we're not even close. Like, it's not even close. So, I do hope that they turn it around. Terra is up 5.7%. The trading volume has picked up a little bit, but it was dead. I mean, just completely dead. So we'll see how this plays out, but it looks like a trend reversal might be happening. Money flows are still in the positive, so we'll see what happens. 420 on Kudo, 1420, but you get it. Still in the green money flow and moving back up. That big launch price up here. Hopefully, they're going to be looking to regain some of that price action over here and start pumping back up in the positive direction. Lillian 63.58, fallen kind of a long way. Obviously, they need to do some course correcting, and they are in the process of doing their little course correction. And we'll see how it goes over the next little while. They've got some fixing to do, and they intend to fix it for everybody. So Decanect at 12.67. We got to get Decanect to $1. So really, basically, here's what I need. Millionaires, if there's any millionaires watching, I need to get in Decanect and 50 grand it, put a little bit in, make it look kind of sharp and exciting, and let's get this thing pumping. There's 4 new exchanges coming. Coinsbit, Coins, oh god damn it, LA token, P2P, B2B, which is a massive one, by the way, and Coinstore and Coinsbit. All 4 of those are coming within the next 30 days, with the first one, I think, dropping on February 10. So trading is going to be opened over there. So that's, of course, going to create some arbitrage moments where people are going to be moving back and forth. And the price action is going to pump, especially when you get on exchanges. That's the thing to remember. Poloniex was already holding Volt. So when it started to pump super hard, what happened on Ethereum? Volt went up 18%. That's the kind of stuff that's going to happen when you have those moments. So if you want big gains, you got to find small caps, and this is at $780,000. Like to see this thing in the 10 million range. It's an educational platform, and the educational content. By the way, I'm about to make a bunch more educational content for Decanect, but we're kind of waiting for Decablock to get off the ground, and as soon as that's ready to go, then you're going to start seeing a whole bunch more coming out a lot quicker, by the way. MMAI 39.92, starting to recapture a little bit of that price position. I think it was up in the 41s, 42, 42, 43. Okay, fair enough. SHIB, we already talked about. BCB 1809 on a dip. Now, this, by the way, if you're looking, you got to ask yourself, is this the moment where you can get yourself back in and the retracement would kind of show, and I just kind of clicked in the wrong spot, but this does show a good spot for the retracement, and probably another blast off to another high. I mean, look, it's trending up this way, right? This is, look, when we got into this a couple days ago, it was like $1 million market cap. So it's up 17, like it's just going out of its mind. We don't know that yet. I think it's going to be July. I think heart-shaped box was supposed to be the giveaway. I don't know if it is or not. Shibby, I think, is dead, by the way. There's just nothing there. So if something changes, I'll let you guys know. But I think we're going to remove that one. Just call it a dead stick at this point. Hulk down, even though there was some positivity coming out of it. The roadmap has been updated. Didn't result in a price pump. Resulted in a price dump, in fact, for a couple people. So we'll see what happens there. Same thing with Kabosu. Didn't see any price action. It started to, after getting that really big move to the upside, started to come back down, but the trade volume is still in the 200,000 range. So that's pretty good. BRL, another big sell-off overnight. Kappa started to pump the price downward again. Is it the same person? Same person. Selling off. It's one of those people that just been exiting. So hopefully we'll see some buybacks and we'll see some better position pretty soon. We'll see, maybe the bulldozer might kick in, do a little price pumping there. We'll see what happens. And then NGN trading at 9 cents exactly. The taxes are set to normal. There's no hold now. So the network, we're going to have an announcement pretty soon about a big exchange coming, and some other announcements about other stuff that's going to be coming down the pipe, and use cases and functionality that we're going to start seeing on NGM pretty soon. AI Shiba is mooning. Dev just dropped new AI chatbot for Telegram. Nice. All right, so I think that's it. All right, guys. It's not financial advice. My name is Believes. I am always right. You guys be very, very careful in your trading. I think we're going to have this big move. I think we're going to have this gigantic boom, boom, boom that starts happening. So just be ready for it, and don't get scared. If you see a dip, see it as an opportunity, and LFG. Let's go, baby. It's not financial advice. My name is Believes. I'm always right, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
I'm looking for the good life and good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go there with me, girl. I'm looking for the good life and good life. Baby, we can have